This is going to be a very rambly sort of recording. Um, it's probably not going to be super coherent as I'm kind of just going off the cuff with this. So, Team Fortress 2 has been a game that I have played basically since I got a Steam account uh, around 8-ish years ago. I originally got Steam to play Terraria, but when I opened up Steam, I saw that there was another game that was free called Team Fortress 2. I'd heard about this game from, other people in the past, and so I decided to try it out. It was fun for a while, but eventually I dropped it as I bought more games on Steam. Team Fortress 2 just it was no longer appealing to me. But eventually, during COVID, I got back into TF2. I decided to try it one day. And I had been playing off and on, very rarely, ever since I never really stopped playing TF2. I would join a couple of matches every couple of months or so, and then put down the game and wouldn't touch it for another 2 months. But in 2020, I decided, I'll try this game out again. And something clicked. And ever since then, Team Fortress 2 has been my main game that I play on Steam. I now have clocked over 3,000 hours over the past 4 or so years. Well, that's not entirely true. I guess it would technically be over the last 8 years or so. But most of my 3,000 hours, I'd say 2,500 of my 3,000 hours, have been from the past 4 years. Now, COVID was an interesting time because at that point in time, due to lockdown, I wasn't working, I wasn't in school, and so I could just spend all my time sitting around and playing video games. And that allowed me to play a lot of TF2. And I came to really, really appreciate the game in that span of time. Now, I'm not a very good TF2 player. I like to fool around a lot, mostly. I'm not too serious, but I'd say I'm pretty decent. I'm pretty decent. I'm okay. I've gotten good at a lot of the mechanics of the game, and it's been super fun. This game is phenomenal. There's so much that goes into this game that just makes it, well, I'd say my favorite game of all time. So many interesting mechanics. The incredibly high skill ceiling has been so fun to climb to. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. I'm sure, as you can see in the title, this is about, Fix TF2. And if you're watching this, I'm sure you already know what Fix TF2 is. There's a bot crisis. Malicious Discord freaks host hundreds and hundreds, if not probably a couple thousand, cheating aimbots to hop into casual servers and ruin the fun for everybody. And this has been going on since, I want to say, about 2019 was when I first started seeing bots. It would have been about 2019. Now, in 2019, I wasn't playing much TF2. I, again, wouldn't really get into TF2 until 2020. But even in 2019, with the few matches that I did play throughout that year, I did notice a couple of bots. And then as I got into the game in 2020, the bots just got worse and worse and worse until it all came to a head. I want to say in 2021 or 2022, there was like a week-long period where the bots were just able to shut down servers the moment they joined them. Of course, Valve did fix that. I want to say it took like a week, something like that, 5 days to a week. But there was just like this period of a few days where the game was literally unplayable. You could not play casual mode. Yeah. So that was fun. And I thought, surely, since they've seen the fact that these bot hosters are incredibly malicious and willing to just DDoS their servers, they're going to take some more action, right? But no, that never happened. They fixed the bug. They fixed the exploit. And then nothing. And then, of course, Save TF2 happened in 2022. I didn't really care about Save TF2 at the time. It just, at that point in 2022, I had a job and I just didn't have as much time to play TF2. So Save TF2 wasn't a huge thing for me, but I was paying attention to it. And when I saw the tweet that Valve made, I really was kind of hopeful. And I can't remember if it was before or after, but they did take some sort of action. It was really weird. And from what I've heard, the action wasn't actually because of Save TF2. They were planning on implementing these changes long before Save TF2 came along. So I've heard. This is hearsay. But they prevented free-to-plays from talking. They allowed both teams to kick people at the same time, which I thought was a fantastic addition. Actually, that was a really good addition. Whether or not it was because of Save TF2, it doesn't really matter. I thought that was a good addition. And then after that, nothing, basically. No update to the anti-cheat, which I didn't expect. I didn't expect that ever. I just didn't think that they were going to put that much time and effort into this old ass game that the developers at Valve really don't give a single shit about. I mean, the people that are working at Valve now are not the same people that were working there 10, 15 years ago. These are different people now. A lot of game dev companies are a revolving door. And I'm sure that to a certain extent, that goes for Valve as well. Maybe not as much as other game dev companies, but I'm sure there's a little bit of that going on. But I'm getting off track here. I don't know. I was hoping they would do something, but no, nothing. And it's been 2 years since Save TF2, and nothing has really come of it. And so some community figures got together and decided, okay, you know what? We literally have nothing to lose if we try again. And this time, we're going to focus solely on the bot crisis. This time, we're going to do Save TF2, but right this time. We're gonna do it right this time. And I think that's great. I think that's phenomenal. I'm not hopeful. I don't have much hope that Valve is actually going to do anything with this. But as others have said, there really is no harm in trying. You could either do nothing and have 0% chance for anything to happen, or you can do something and have a 1% chance for something to happen. And you know what? I'll take that 1% chance. I'm not a gambling man, but I'll take that 1% chance. I mean, even if it's as small as fucking hair in my mouth. Jesus Christ. Even if it's something as small as just signing that save.tf petition that's been going around, I mean, that only takes like 5 seconds. That's something. That's something. And hearing how some creators are going to hand deliver a list of names that signed the petition to Valve HQ, if they're successful, that, bringing this stuff into the real world could have a bit of an impact, as long as what they're doing is positive. So I think that could be good. So I'd say go ahead and sign the petition if you can, if you haven't already. If nothing else. But I love this game. It's been a big part of my life for the past 4 years. I've met a lot of cool people from TF2. As much as the player base is a bunch of weird Discord users, like 50% of the player base are Discord degens. You know what? That's okay, because the game is fun. And that's all there is to it. And I want to see this game thrive. I don't care about Deadlocked at all. I used to care about Counter-Strike. I don't really care about Counter-Strike anymore. I haven't played it in a very long time. I don't care much about any of Valve's other live service games, only Team Fortress 2. And so I really, really, really want this game in particular to succeed. Yeah, that's about it, honestly. I just wanted to give my thoughts and my history with the game to show my support for the Fix TF2 movement, or whatever it is. Yeah, I think the direction that this movement is going with is definitely better than the last one. I didn't pay much attention to save TF2 when it was happening, but from what I hear, it was kind of unfocused. I don't know how true that is, but I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, that's really all I had to say. So I'm gonna close this out and make another YouTube video in 2 years. See ya.